Hello, everyone. Hello, good evening. Let's see how everyone's doing today. Hello, Joe. Hello, everyone. Let's take a look and I will greet everyone today. Let's see how we're doing in the chat. Let's see. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. It looks like my video is taking some time here. If you guys could just let me know that you can see me and hear me, I would appreciate it. All right. Dwee, hello Dwee, great to see you. Sorry to see that Anna is busy today, but have a great day at work. Grace is also busy at work. Thank you to the channel subscribers. We really appreciate that. It allows Robin to provide a lot of different services for free to everyone. So thank you so much for subscribing. Hello, Gertie. Great to see you. Javier, let's use English, okay? I appreciate that you helped me work on my Spanish, but let's try and use English in the chat, okay? But that's a beautiful, beautiful message that you said there. Hello, Layla. Great to see you. Jonathan is here. I'm doing well. Yes, Joe. We are here together. Layla, I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you so much. So everyone, guess what? I have a new microphone today. So I want to know if the quality of the microphone seems better than what it usually does. If you could let me know, that would be great. This is my microphone right here. It is a fancy schmancy microphone, but it allows me to not talk so loudly, but still be well understood by others. Understood well. That would be a better way to say that. So let's see what we've got here. If you guys can share with me. I'm also considering doing a podcast with my friend Andres from Ecuador. I'm considering doing a bilingual podcast. So I'm working on that this weekend. I hope you guys can join us when we got that series starting. Yes, Layla, thank you. This was a late birthday gift to myself. I decided that I wanted to have an excellent microphone because when we do our speaking lessons here on YouTube, it is important for you guys to be able to clearly hear my enunciation of my sounds. Hello, Henna. It's great to see you here. Everyone, welcome Henna. She is a new student to the group. I'm glad it sounds great. Jonathan, I'd love to sing for you guys, but I'm a terrible singer. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, everyone. So it's coming up to 7:04 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. As you can see, there is nothing on the screen today. We're going to have a lesson where we're going to work together on vocabulary, and I will be typing as we do this activity today. Hello, Diego. Great to see you. Ecuador is one of my favorite countries because my Spanish teacher lives in Ecuador. So I love Ecuador. Okay. Of course, I love all countries, right? I do. So we're going to get started today with our vocabulary lesson. And today's topic is education. So we're going to talk about vocabulary terms particularly related to education. All right, so here we go. I'm going to make this nice and big for you guys. Vocabulary terms for education. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get started with our lesson for today. So guys, our first word that we're going to talk about is actually a phrase that we use in English quite regularly, and it is something that an instructor may say to you. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So when someone says you get an A for effort. What does that mean? You get an A for effort. What do you guys think that means when someone says, you get an A for effort? Any ideas? Type in the chat what you think. Yes, Layla, we're going to learn new vocabulary today. Type in the chat and let me know what you think it means when someone says, you get an A for effort. What does that mean? You get an A for effort. Okay, so you cannot hear me very well. All right, let me fix this. I'm going to get a little bit closer to my microphone. Gertie, is this better? Can you hear me better now? Let me know, Gertie. Is anyone else having difficulty hearing me? Joe, that means that the person is doing, okay, so let's not forget our verb there. That means the person is doing a very good job. That means the person is doing a very good job. Jonathan says, well done. Okay, guys, we're a little off on this one. Okay? So if someone says you get an A for effort, it means that you've worked hard, even if the work you produce, maybe your homework or the product on your test. Shh. Sorry, the dogs were barking. So let's say that you have a test and you worked really hard preparing for your exam. You studied hard, but you turned it in and you did not get the grade you wanted. And your instructor says, but you get an A for effort, or you got an A for effort. What they mean is you really tried your best, you tried hard, you worked hard, but you did not get the best result. You get an A for effort. Okay, so this is a saying we use when someone has worked really hard. They may not have done as well as they would have liked, but they really gave a great effort. Okay? You get an A for effort. All right, so let's talk about, let's see. I'm going to type in the chat here what it says as far as, I'm going to give you the exact definition. You get an A for effort means, let's see, a good mark, which is given someone for trying hard rather than for success. So you've tried hard, you did a lot of preparation, but you did not complete the task as well as you could have, but you worked really hard. Okay? So you worked hard. Let's try our next one, and that is a bookworm. What is a bookworm? Let's try that. Bookworm. Does anyone know what the term bookworm means? Bookworm. What is a bookworm? Let me know, guys. What is a bookworm? You can use it in a sentence, or you can also describe what it is. Does anyone know what a bookworm is? A bookworm. I was a bookworm when I was a child. Let's see if anyone has any statements or suggestions. You can write a sentence. Layla says to study hard every day. Does anyone else have any suggestions for the term bookworm? Who is a great student who reads a lot. So you would say, who reads a lot? So a bookworm is a term used to describe someone who reads a lot. Very good, Michelle. A person who likes to read. So a bookworm is used to describe someone who reads a lot. They spend a lot of time reading. So let's type a sentence in the chat using this term. What is an example sentence using the term bookworm? So let me know, students. Yes, Diego, you're correct. Someone who reads a lot. Let's go ahead and type a sentence. Joe, if you are there, I'd love to see you comment, please. Joe is one of my faithful followers on TikTok. I think he was one of the very first people who followed me on TikTok. Let's see. Sentences for bookworm. I was a bookworm when I was a child. I was a bookworm when I was a child. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys that example sentence. I was a bookworm when I was a child. Was anyone else a bookworm when they were younger? So yes, a person who, so again, a bookworm is a term used, A bookworm is a term used to describe someone who reads a lot. Layla, my brother is a bookworm. Brother, B-R-O, is a bookworm. So because of that, his eyes are always itchy. Okay, so Layla, let's work on that sentence just a bit. Let's try that sentence. So I was a bookworm when I was a child. That was my example sentence. Now we're going to work on the sentence that Layla shared with us. My brother is a bookworm. So because of that, his eyes are always itchy. All right, so we're gonna fix this sentence. Let's make it bigger. My brother is a bookworm. So because of that, his eyes are always itchy. So for this sentence, Layla, I don't think that we need to say, so because of that. I think that adds more words that doesn't help the sentence improve any. So I think maybe we could say something like, since my brother is a bookworm, his eyes are always itchy. Or, my brother is a bookworm, which makes his eyes, always feel itchy. I think maybe that is a little bit better of a sentence. My brother is a bookworm, which makes his eyes always feel itchy. So Michelle says, my friends think that I am a bookworm because they see me every day at the library. Let's change that from days to day. My friends think that I am a bookworm because they see me every day at the library. That's a great sentence too. Let's take a look at that one. Thank you, students, for participating in the chat. That is what helps everyone be a better student, and it also encourages active learning. Active learning is important, students. Active learning is when you are actively participating by producing language, not just being receptive, not just listening, but you're producing something. Okay? You are welcome, Layla. So let's do Michelle's sentence here. My friends think that I am a bookworm because they see me every days at the library. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this sentence. Let's see what we can do to fix this sentence. Ooh, a little too big. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. My friends think that I am a bookworm because they see me every days at the library. So we're just going to change every day like Michelle said. There we go. My friends think that I am a bookworm because they see me every day at the library. Now, if we were to change this to a speaking lesson, this is how this sentence would sound. My friends think that I'm a bookworm because they see me every day at the library. We would change I am to I'm in speaking. Most frequently when we speak, we do not use an uncontracted form. We almost always use the contracted form while speaking. Hello, Carlos. Gertie says, I used to be a bookworm during my medicine training. Okay, let's take a look at that sentence. So the new slide here. Let's try that one. Gertie says, I used to be a bookworm during my medicine training. Make that bigger. Okay. Good medical advice there, Gertrudis. And Gertrudis, is it okay if I call you Gertie? Let me know if you would rather me call you Gertrudis. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so here is what we need to do with this sentence. So, Gertrudis, medicine training. Medicine is a field of study. I study medicine. But when you pair the root word medicine with training, you are going to instead say during my medical training. I used to be a bookworm during my medical training. Okay. You could also change it to during my medical training, I was a bookworm. You could try that as well. During my medical training, I was a bookworm. Or during my medical training, no, I think that's good. During my medical training, I was a bookworm. Okay, so let's try another vocabulary. We're going to take a look at another one, and that is higher education. Let's take a look at that. Yes, Gertie. Medical would be the adjective for training. So let's take a look at another vocabulary term. And that is the term of higher education. What is higher education? Oh, Michelle. Okay. So it's not true that you're a bookworm in real life. Life. But yes, for an example sentence. So what is higher education? What is higher education? Hello, Arnold. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Higher education. So we could consider it educational studies that follow high school. Education that follows high school is considered higher education. Well, I wish I could see you, Arnold, but thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Goodness, I am slouching today. I need to sit up. I'm looking down at my computer too. Oh, goodness. Okay, so higher education, education that follows high school. And I know in a lot of countries, people will talk about university and they mean high school. But in the United States, high school would be grades 9 through 12. Typically, grades 9 through 12 is high school. And then you graduate with your high school diploma after grade 12. And then you go on to higher education at either a community college, which is a college that has associate's degrees for 2 years, or you will go to a higher education institution that is called a university, which grants degrees that are bachelor's degrees. They also often have master's degrees and doctorate's degrees. And then there are colleges as well that have higher education with bachelor's degrees. So a person who studies at the university is called a university student or a college student. Good question. So yes, and you have your different degrees. So Gertie would be, if she were still a student, she would be a student in the College of Medicine, or maybe the Department of Medicine, or the Department of Nursing, if that is what your degree is in. There's also terms called health sciences. So there are different colleges within a university, and each college is the particular field of study. Okay, so let's write a sentence using the term higher education. Let's use a sentence using the term higher education. Any suggestions on sentences to use for the term higher education? Let me know what you think for an example sentence with the term higher education. Any ideas? I pursued my higher education at the university that, I'm sorry, let me start over. Yeah, just one moment. Yes. Okay, I completed my higher education at Western Illinois University. I completed my higher education at Western Illinois University. My high school always says they acknowledged the need for expansion in higher education, which made the matter all the more pressing. Okay. Your high school teacher. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. So let's work on that sentence. So my high school teacher. Joe, where did you go to high school? My high school teacher always says the acknowledged need for expansion in higher education made the matter all the more pressing. So let's make that bigger. Okay, and we're going to fix this sentence. Okay, Michelle, we're going to work on your sentence in a moment too. My high school teacher always says the acknowledged need for expansion in higher education. So, Joe, let me make some changes here, okay? My higher teacher always said I'm not quite sure. My high school teacher always said, let's try this. It was important to acknowledge the need for higher education, which made the matter all the more pressing. All right, so let's try that. My high school teacher always said it was important to acknowledge the need for higher education, which made the matter all the more pressing. So, I believe what Joe is saying here is that his teacher in high school was sharing with the students, higher education is something important that you need to try to do, and for that reason, it made the students feel like they needed to study hard in high school so they could pursue higher education. I hope that is a correct interpretation of your sentence, Joe. Okay, so Michelle, we're going to fix that sentence. I met a great guy in his higher education in the art section. Layla. Arnold, I field study my goal to reach the higher education. Okay, so Arnold, you could say, I studied to reach my goal of higher education. I studied to reach my goal of higher education. Layla, that is a great sentence. If you have a higher education, you would be able to get a great job in the future. You may be able to get a great job in the future. You may be able to get a great job in the future. Okay, so let's take a look at the sentence that Michelle shared with us. And we will fix that. Thank you so much to all of you who are offering sentences. It is a great way for everyone to learn. So we have the sentence, I have not did higher education because I quitted school at 17-year-old. Okay, so is this a true sentence, Michelle? Is this a true sentence? I'm curious if it's a true sentence. Okay, so we're going to fix this sentence. Oh, wow. Joe, that is awesome. In the Marshall Islands. Okay, so Michelle, we're going to say, I did not pursue higher education because I quit. The past tense of the verb quit is quit. I quit my job. I have quit my job. I quit school at 17 years old. At 17 years old. Or you could also say, I did not pursue higher education because I quit school at age 17 or when I was 17. Ah, wow, Michelle. So here is an example of someone who has not pursued formal higher education, but he is a very educated man because he has studied on his own and been diligent in his studies. So excellent. Good for you, Michelle. Vashuda, welcome. Thanks for coming to the live lesson. Let's go back to Gertie. Gertie, my sister got a master's degree in international business in 2019 and received an award for her higher education for her company. All right, this is going to be the last sentence we're going to correct for this term, and then we're going to move on to another. So let's take a look at this next one. Guys, I am really enjoying this lesson. I like how everyone's writing. I think that it's really interactive. I appreciate everyone's participation. So thank you very much for writing these sentences. So my sister got a master's degree in international business in 2019 and received an award for her higher education for her company. All right. We're going to fix these things and make it bigger so everyone can see. Okay. So let's make some changes here. When we talk about different types of degrees, there's a bachelor degree and a master's degree, and a doctorate degree. So when we talk about a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, those are typically a hyphenated, not hyphenated. We would use an apostrophe S. My sister got a master's degree in international business in 2019. So since this is a field of study, let's see here. I'm curious if that would be capitalized. I think it's a proper noun. Looking that up. A proper noun. Because my degree is in communication sciences and disorders. Hello, Musin. Nice to see you. So academic degrees are capitalized only when the full name of the degree is used, such as bachelor's Bachelor of Arts or Master of Social Work. When we talk about bachelor's, master's, or doctoral, they are not capitalized. Do not use an apostrophe with an associate degree or a doctoral degree. So we are not referring to a master's degree. Okay, so with this, we would say a master would be capitalized when we use the entire thing. So a master degree of international business. It would be capitalized if you use the entire degree. And received an award for her higher education for her company. Congratulations to your sister. That is a great degree, Gertie. Okay, Dewey says if you have higher education, it will make you better at thinking and speaking. If you have higher education, it may improve your thinking and speaking skills. It may improve. There are some people who have many different degrees from higher education, and they still do not possess great thinking and speaking skills. And there are some people who do not have degrees from higher education and are amazing speakers and have great critical thinking skills. Okay, so let's take a look at one more term. And that is teacher's pet. Let's try that term. When I was in school, I was sometimes called the teacher's pet. So let's take a look at what that term means. Does anyone know what it means to be the teacher's pet? And is this a good thing or a bad thing? What do you guys think? What does it mean to be the teacher's pet? Let's see what you guys think. What does it mean to be the teacher's pet? And were any of you a teacher's pet when you were in school? Vishuddha. Ding, ding, ding. Vishuddha gets the star. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct, Vishuddha. See if anyone else shares with us what they think the teacher's pet is. Were you the teacher's pet, Vishuddha? Let me know in the chat. Or if any other students here were the teacher's pet, let me know. Layla says a person who always tries to be good and is close to the teachers. So let's use the verb person who always tries to be good and is close to the teachers. Michelle, that is the literal translation of teacher's pet. Yes, Chica is my pet and I am a teacher. But when we're talking about the idiom or the slang, it is teacher's pet, and that is a teacher's favorite student. Chica. We'll see if Chica will come here. Come here, Chica. Come here. The students want to see you. Come here. Will you come here? Come on. Come on. Let's see if my pet will come on. Come on. She's playing. She's not going to join us today. Hello, Lopez. Great to see you. So were any of you the teacher's pet? Vishuddha was. And she says that she's still in contact with her teachers. Yes. Oh, great. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome from Haiti. Layla says when I was a teenager, I was a teacher's pet. Okay. Anyone else willing to admit that you were a teacher's pet? Is it a good thing to be a teacher's pet? Jonathan, were you a teacher's pet? So typically a teacher's pet is a good student. Usually they're a good student. Usually they are well behaved. They are helpful to the teachers. They may do different tasks in the classroom. And Lopez, we are learning new vocabulary terms today that have to do with education. And we're writing sentences using them. I wish Chica would come say hello, but I don't think she's feeling it today. Chica, come here, Chica. Come here, Chica. You want to come here? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. She's thinking about it, guys. Maybe if you call for her. Come on, Chica. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. She is a puppy with her own mind. My other dogs are so well behaved. They listen to me, but the baby is so naughty. She's so naughty. All right, guys. So teacher's pet. Let's see. Let's use a sentence. Michelle says, I think it is a positive thing to be a teacher's pet. Arnold, when I was in high school, yes, I was the teacher's pet in music. Okay, so Arnold, you are a musician. What instrument do you play? Were you a vocalist? Joe, yes, the teacher's pet was the favorite. So when I was in junior high, I was made fun of for being the teacher's pet. So some of the other students would make fun of me. And they'd say, teacher's pet, and they would laugh at me. Why did you say she instead of saying it? Are you talking about Chica? I said she because Chica is a girl. So it's pretty common for people to refer to their pets by the pronouns he and she, depending on if they're a boy or a girl. Now, yes, we typically refer to animals with the neuter pronoun of it, but I often refer to them. All of my dogs are girls, and so I refer to them as she and they. Henna, yes, that is correct. Teacher's pet means that that student is the teacher's favorite student. And now my dogs are playing and they're going to start barking. Okay, guys, so I think we're going to wrap it up. Does anyone have any questions about the terms that we used today? Let's just go back and review what we learned today. We talked about the phrase, you get an A for effort, and this can be used not just in the classroom. It can be used in all aspects. So let's say, okay, here's an example. I make a new dish for dinner for my family. I try out a new recipe and I serve the food and it tastes terrible. It does not taste good. But my husband says, well, you get an A for effort. So he's saying, you tried, you worked hard, but the recipe did not turn out. Hello, Qadariya. Hello, Hassan. You get an A for effort. Gertie, my daughter always has been a teacher's pet because she is so sweet and an excellent student. Great sentence. That's a great example of that phrase, teacher's pet. So you get an A for effort. Our next term that we reviewed today was bookworm. And bookworm means that a person likes to read a lot and they spend a lot of time reading. So I was a bookworm when I was a child. You're welcome, Layla. And so I was a bookworm when I was a child. Layla's brother is a bookworm, and his eyes are itchy because he is a bookworm. And then we also learned about higher education. Higher education is a term we use to refer to education that follows high school. Thank you, Maury. I appreciate that. And then finally, the last term we used was teacher's pet. And I will type a sentence of that really quickly so that we can finish the lesson. I was my history teacher's pet. Let's see. How am I going to work that? I was Mrs. Morgan's. No, I still don't like that. I was the teacher's pet in 8th grade. That's a good representation. I was the teacher's pet in 8th grade. I had a history class in 8th grade, and my teacher really liked me. I was her teacher's pet. I was her teacher's pet. Layla, if I were near you in person, I would be a teacher's pet of you. Okay, so you would be my teacher's pet, Layla. Your feedback felt me. I got not an A. I didn't get an A for effort in this lesson. You did a great job. So what is learning all about? Learning is about trying something and failing, right? So trying and failing, making mistakes, and that's how we learn, right? The most difficult things in life, we learn a lot through that process. When we encounter challenges in life, we are learning a lot in those instances. And so my mother always says that the best things in life are often the most difficult to complete. And there's also the saying, the best things in life are free. So learning English doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It can if you go to an expensive language school, but you can also work hard on your own at home. Of course, I do offer private lessons that do cost money. So if you ever would like, you can visit our website. Robin Shaw has shawenglish.com, and you can sign up for lessons with Robin or myself. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you were watching. I am on Instagram. I also am on TikTok. See you, Layla. Have a great one. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next week. Check out my YouTube channel, which is Learn English with Cheri. If you have not already visited, please subscribe because I post lessons there. Learn English with Cheri. That's my YouTube channel. I'll also be here on Learn English Live. I'll see everyone later. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great week.